that their nation excelled in finance, they excelled in trading, and this is what they were proud of. And my dear brothers and sisters, is this not the situation that we live in today? That the superpowers of the world, whether it's Great Britain or America, their main economy or their main business comes from finance. They are the leaders of finance in the world. They are the people that set the currencies. They are the people that have the major international banks in their homelands. They are the people that are the leaders in trade and the leaders in businesses. And what you need to realize, my dear brothers, is that as Lut alayhi salam never had any support. Lut alayhi salam was alone in Sodom. He was one of the only believers in Sodom. And his dua was to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, oh Allah, if only I had somebody to lean on in support. After this time, my dear brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had made every Nabi, every messenger be born in a very strong family. So that explains to us that Shuaib alayhi salatu wasalam was from a wealthy and strong family. And not only was he from a strong family, he was also very, very eloquent in his speech. He was the Khatib al-Anbiya. He was the orator of the Anbiya. He was one of the ones with best of speech. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him the best of speech. Let's look to what he was. Let's look to his credentials and see whether his credentials match what the people of today want. The people of today will say to us that they want somebody that's intellectual. They want somebody that is good of speech. They want somebody that has an international recognition. They want somebody from a noble family, that when they are the ones that command good and forbid the evil. And many people in the masajid will say to you, do not command good, forbid the evil. Do not do da'wah because you are not of the caliber. You are not of this, you are not that. Shuaib alayhi salatu wasalam was from the best of families. He was also the best orator, and he was from a wealthy family. He was everything that the society would look up to. He was from a noble family. He was noble himself. His speech was the best. Let's see if the arguments of the people of today, let's see if they are true. That if you have the best of speech, that people will listen to you. If you're the best of lineages, people will listen to you. If you have the wealth, if you have the economic support, people will listen to you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, to Madian, we sent their brother Shuaib, alayhi salatu wassalam. He said, O my people, worship Allah, you have no other God but Him, la ilaha illa. Verily, a clear proof from your Lord has come unto you. So give full measure and full weight, and wrong not men in their things. And do not do mischief on the earth after it has been set in order. That will be better for you, if you are believers. And sit not on every road. And sit not on every road, threatening and hindering the people from the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And hindering people from the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And from those that believe in Him. The crime of the people of Shuaib, alayhi salatu wasalam, as the verse says, is that there used to be people that cheated in the marketplace. There were people that deceived the people when they were trading. That they would sell a certain weight, but would give another weight. And there were people that would always constantly be threatening people from following Shuaib. And they would constantly say to the people that do not follow the path of Shuaib. And there were also the people that not only did they do mischief, not only did they cheat the people, not only did they wrong the people, not only did they lie, but they also were the people that set up customs. They were the first nation to set up, and some of the Mufassirin say they were the first nation to ever set up customs. That when you had to pass through Madian, you would have to pay something to get when you were going to Hijaz. And when you're trying to get from Hijaz to Syria, then you would have to pay. These people were people that were all constantly cheating, constantly seeking the money. And this, my dear brothers and sisters, is in the same situation that we live in. The nations around us, for any little thing they want, they're going to be charging. They deceive. Our economies are strongly based on interest and inflation. That they constantly cheat in the marketplaces. They constantly deceive one another. And the sales habits and the same sales culture is that you lie. That when you are selling a product, or when somebody is selling a product to you, you have to be ever so cautious that you are not being fooled. You have to be ever so cautious that the guy is not lying. Not only that, when people are selling things to one another, they constantly hide the mistakes. They constantly hide the problems of in the way they are selling or the product that they have. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forbade the people of Madian this, and He has forbidden us from cheating. And what also they did was they were causing mischief on the earth after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has set it in order. That they were doing sins and fahisha that would lead them to destruction. And and there were also people that were known for highway robberies. That they would raid people who did not pay them the tax. That they would rob them, and they were called bandits, and they were highway robbers, which is also a sin in Islam. So as soon as when Shuaib alayhi salatu wasalam started doing his da'wah, as soon as he started doing his da'wah, the people said to Shuaib, they said, why is it that your salah, why is it that your deen, why is it that your religion is taking us away from our way? Why should we leave the religion of our forefathers for your salah? Should we leave our religion for what you are calling? Should we leave, and does your salah have anything to do with our money? In other words, they had two arguments that they had for Shuaib alayhi salatu wasalam. One argument was that should they leave the deen of their forefathers for your religion? Should they leave the deen of their forefathers for your salah? And the second argument was that what has your salah and your religion got to do with what we do with our money? What we do as a pastime? What we do, how we gain our income? This, my dear brothers and sisters, is the basis of secularism. That you have your religion wherever you want it, but do not comment on how we live our lives. Do not let your salah interfere with the way we trade. Do not let your salah interfere with the rate of interest. Do not let your salah interfere with the way you sell your products. Do not let your salah interfere with our religion. And verily, many people of today, of this society, of whether they are Muslims or non-Muslims, the Muslims are ignorant or the non-Muslims, they will say, why should we leave our ways for your religion? And not only do they say the same thing that they said, and in our society they say the same thing that they said to Shuaib alayhi salatu wasalam, that we given you place, you got something to do, like in our shopping malls or in our shopping centers, you have a place to pray. In your schools you can pray, you can go to Jum'ah, we allow you at work to go to Jum'ah. Why do you have to bring your deen to us? Because Shuaib alayhi salatu wasalam, like all the Anbiya, was constantly doing da'wah, constantly calling the people to Islam, constantly calling them to La ilaha illallah. This caused them problems, this caused them hatred, and they stopped him. They stopped him from calling to this. And something that is very similar to the people of Nuh alayhi salam and the people of today is that although he was the most eloquent of people, although he was a man that spoke the best of languages, and he was Khatib al-Anbiya, one of his miracles that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him was that he was a Khatib. Yet the people still said to him, we do not understand you. Ya Shuaib, we do not understand you. Subhanallah. The best of people that could speak, they said, we do not understand you. And this is the circumstances that we live in. When you constantly argue about Tawheed, when you talk to them about La ilaha illallah, when you say that all of the world around us and the heavens and everything in between them was originated by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that He created it, somebody will say to you, like they say to us all the time, that we do not understand this. We are atheists. How can we accept that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created this? Allah does not exist. They say the same thing that the people of Shuaib alayhi salatu wasalam will say to us, that we do not understand. So do not think yourself, and do not be demotivated that you have to be intellectual, that you have to be of some high caliber before you speak to these people. No. As long as you hold firm to La ilaha illallah, and you hold firm to the Quran and the Sunnah, upon the understanding of the companions, you should call the people to this deen. Because verily, verily, guidance and misguidance is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the reality is, my dear brothers and sisters, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to us that it wasn't they didn't understand, they chose not to understand. The people of Madian chose not to understand when Shuaib was speaking to them. And there's something interesting here. The people of Shuaib said to him that Shuaib, because of your family, we will not harm you. because of your family we will not kill you. Because of your family we will not fight you. But we hate you and we do not like you. So this also puts down the argument of those that say that you have to be intellectual, you have to be from a high family, you have to be of caliber. It doesn't matter. Because as soon as you call for La ilaha illallah, as soon as you call for the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, people will reject you. And they will constantly reject you. And what they will do is that they will say to you, and if they find that you have some family that will support you, they will say, we like your family, but we will not accept you. We do not accept you and we hate you. And Shuaib alayhi salatu wasalam said, do you fear my family more than you fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Then he said to them, do you fear the dunya more than you fear the akhirah? Do you fear the dunya more than you fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala?